That was the longest period I've ever had in my life. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. I was bleeding. I'll go to pee and I'll bleed, like in my bath, my toilet, like this, like inside the bowl. I would just bleed. It was coming out like water. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is not your first time, and if this is your first time, I hope you loved the video and I hope you love me enough to subscribe, or like me at least. Subscribe, share, and watch more of my videos. Anyway, everything we speak about on this channel is about adulthood, the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, because we're not about to talk about just negative things here. Even the good things are involved. So let's get back into this video. This is the part 2 of my IUD journey. The first part, I'll link it above. Please watch, and I hope the video is very informative, or it helps you sort of like kickstart your journey. If you know someone that might need it, please share to them and it might just help them one way or another. Let's start with how the journey has been so far. So I got this a year ago, and let's go to my first day. My first day, I cramps. I took medication. The next day, just something little, nothing too much, and it went. It really just went, really. Did I spot? I spotted a bit. Yeah, I spotted a bit. I was like, losing virginity spotting. So make sure you wear underwear and maybe wear panty liner when you're going, or during that period of when you just get it. It's important to just like have good hygiene. Make sure you shower like, twice a day. It helps to just keep you fresh, clean, and not feeling a little bit musty and all of that. Because one thing I'm going to tell you is that getting the IUD, your discharge is going to increase. Remember, I'm talking about this thing raw. I don't care. Like, I'm just going to tell you as it is. Discharge increases for some people, right? For me, it did. So I've grown to wear more, underwear with panty liner for most of this, or the period where I know that my discharge increases, which is during my period of very, very close to ovulation. That window between ovulation and my next period, I typically discharge more than normal, right? Especially the first 6 months. It was like, what the hell is happening under there? Like, this is not what I know my body has. But anyway, first month came. Before my period, during the first month, I started cramping randomly in the middle of life. Like, I was just cramping randomly. So I thought my body was rejecting it. So I messaged my friend that is a doctor, and I was like, oh, my baby, like, what's happening to me? This pain is not normal. Like, I know normal pain. I know normal ovulation. Sometimes when I ovulate, I know the pain that comes. I just know that my body is off, right? And she's like, oh, is it that your body is rejecting this thing, or your body is accepting this thing, or your body knows something foreign is in it and it's trying to accept it or make it the norm, right? And I was like, yeah, if this thing persists, I'm out of here. I don't think I want to keep doing this, right? But I slept off. I took pain meds, then I slept it off. It persisted a bit, but it wasn't up to 3 days. So it was like 2 days or something like that. But that pain was something else. Like, see, if you don't like pain, you hate that pain. I was on the floor, right? I was just like, what the hell is happening? It was like very bad period cramps. But it went away after 2 days-ish. It went away after I just took pain meds a bit. I tried not to take too much so that I don't get reliant on pain meds in case my periods were going to be, very painful going on. So the next thing that happened was that during my first period, that was the longest period I've ever had in my life. For the first time in my life, I had a period for about 8-9 days. The period blood, I'll tell you, was very different. I'm used to just like very light flow, 2 days period, very light. In fact, the period blood is barely anything. Like, the red is not the most crimson red in my life. Like, that was what I was used to. But this one, I'd never seen that kind of red come out from my body. It was coming out like water. Right, so it was heavier, definitely. I'll go to pee and I'll bleed, like in my bath, my toilet, like this, like inside the bowl. I would just bleed, and I was like, hey, what have I put myself inside? what have I put myself into? Like, I was like, hey, what is this? Is this going to be my life forever? That was the first question I was asking, and I was just worried. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, I was bleeding, and it came with cramps. It did not come with cramps. It came with cramps. So this was, month 1, came with cramps. I went to do my check, after that. Person, it was right before my period, I did my check. So the person saw it and she was like, oh, are you about to see your period? And me, normally, I was like, yes, but it's still fat. But she was like, oh yeah, the lining, something is shedding. She was just telling me some medical things. I said, okay, my sister, I did not know that this was about to shed very well this month. I didn't know what I had in front of me. If not, I would have told her to explain more. My God. So as the months went by, the period started to reduce. In my 3rd month, I didn't feel any cramps at all. I had my period normally. I think by my 3rd month, 2nd month had gone to 7 days. 3rd month had gone to about 5 days. I didn't have any pain. And I was like, what's happening? What's happening? But I did not know that the pain was going to come in form of ovulation pain. Now, my lover, my love, my darling, ovulation pain is now, when it comes, it is the devil I did not know. I don't know that ovulation pain could pain like that too. It could hurt like that or more. It hurts when it comes, so it doesn't come sometimes. It comes some months. It doesn't come some months for me. So by my 3rd month, I started having ovulation pain, but the period pain was non-existent. That's how it was. So I went on Reddit, I went on some places, and they were like, yeah, it happens to some people. Some people were talking about their own journey too, and how the ovulation pain has gotten so bad that they had to even take it out. And I was like, I don't even want that to happen to me. Let me just day my day, because I'm very happy with my decision, because at least my period is balancing out. So by 6th month, I went for another checkup at the hospital, and by then, to be honest, my stuff had balanced back to 4 days. So 4 days it's actually where I'm at now, right? It's still where I'm at, to be honest, 3-4 days, but 4 days, it had now balanced to 4 days at 6 months. Mind you, after every period, every month, I used to, in fact, more than even every period, I used to check if the rope is there. That's one thing I used to do. I used to just, wash my hand well, especially when I don't have nails. Put my hand inside and check. So how you check for the rope is just how I check. I sit down in the toilet and I just put my hand inside, through my, I don't know if YouTube will censor the word, so I'm just going to say through my opening, and I put my hand there. And you don't have to do it too much, to be honest. It's plastic, but soft plastic. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like, they're like ropes. They're 2. They dangle. They're just there. So they're not low enough that you can just reach, no, but they're inside. They're not too high enough that you cannot reach. Sometimes one rope will sit at the, you know how, if you have the opening, you know how there is a way things move, I don't know, so it sits on that thing that enters like this hair. Sometimes it just dangles. So don't be scared. Just look for it around. Sometimes it's just there. Just make sure that it hasn't shifted more than what is normal, right? You would know what is normal by yourself, because the first day you feel it, you'll be like, okay, this is where it sits. You know where it might sit. You know it might not sit. If you think that it has gotten so long, right? Please go and check it out in the clinic again. If you think it's too short, go and check it out. Just don't be paranoid, but just make sure that you relearn your body. I think that's the best way to put it. I had to relearn my body period. But one thing that happens to me now that is a change that I think I hate so much is that it's the way the blood comes is inconsistent. So sometimes I will cramp for 3 days and I will not see blood at all. Imagine my period come 16th, my body starts to change from the 10th. Then I will cramp for from 12th to 15th or something, off and on, sometimes on, the same way, before the blood now shows on 16th, right? Then sometimes the blood might show 16th, just small. It will come like a discharge, but there's blood inside. Then it will go off on the 16th, then on the 18th, it will come in full force. I hear that people get copper poisoning, so I'm going to be checking for that. I hope if you plan to get that, try to check for it from time to time. Honestly, I'm very happy. Like, I'm very, very happy with my decision. I don't have any fear. What it just does is that it just makes me feel like I have autonomy over my body, and that is what I wish for a lot of people. So if you try this out, mind you, I'm not saying that this will work out for everybody. I'm just saying that I am a good experience, and if I'm a good experience, it means that some other people might get good experiences. It's a 10 years long birth control plan. I hope it continues to work out for me till from now till when I take it out, when I put it back in, until I reach menopause. And I hope that this has helped someone one way or another. I hope that you consider this because of my video. If you are a person that feels like you need autonomy over your body, please speak to your doctor or your healthcare practitioner before you do it more extensively than what I have talked about, because they'll be able to provide you with more information. It's just my own journey and what has happened to me in a year. I'll see you in my next video. Please like, share, subscribe, please, 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 please. We're trying to grow. Again, I love all 500 plus of you, and I hope I see you next time on this channel where we discuss another topic. Obviously, my IUD journey, except you have questions for me, I'm not doing any other video on it. Or maybe if something changes, then I'll do another video of it. But for now, this is all. Those are all my